Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today, July 24th, 2024. This will be our chart lesson for today of the 2000 Tick Chart on ES Futures. Very big bearish sell-off as we can see here. I think there's a few ways to draw these channels, but overall, big sell-off, finding support at 5450, 5400 on the daily chart, looking for that measured move or the two-legged pullback for the daily chart here in that upper bullish channel. Nonetheless, it's to be expected. A pullback was finally necessary after basically rallying since a little bit, beginning of May, I'd say. So we'll see if this continues. We'll see what happens. Going forward, been pretty busy this week, so I am trying to get the chart reviews out for you guys at least at the minimum. Helping family move, and it's taking a little bit longer than I expected. So that being said, still going to try to produce the chart reviews as best as I can for you guys. Only got a short window here for the majority of the day. Okay, that being said, we're just going to run through this. There's a few trades here on the day, not as many as I expected to be with such a good bearish day, price action. So it's kind of weird, but overall it's okay. There's a few in here that aren't too bad. Signal bars just really weren't the best, and a lot of congestion basically. So market still feels very hesitant. Doesn't feel like it knows what it wants to do. Anyways, pre-market session here, we can see a nice big gap down below yesterday's low, holds below the EMA, kind of comes up, chops around here, and sells off into before the market opens here. You get a nice move up. You do get a first entry, second entry short here. But overall, this is pretty congesting. Got to be very cautious of this. It's also not market open quite yet, so be careful. I think you could probably get at least 4 ticks here. Yeah, you get at least 4 ticks here, but you probably don't want to take this yet either before market opens. So always just be, cautious of that. Okay, after market opens here, we basically start selling off here, and we bounce from the lows to the highs of this bearish khaki channel through the rest of the period here. A lot of these moments of pauses, so you'll see a lot of that. But our first real trade comes in for today at this second entry short. Basically a break below this small pause, this little congestion of a trading range here, sells off, and then you get your nice first entry, pulls back, second entry short, and this was quite a big move down here, as you can see. And with price being bearish on the day, you're also looking nothing but to short. It's a little congested. There's a lot, there's overlapping bars here. So if you skip this, wouldn't be surprised, but also if you took this, wouldn't be surprised because of the day. That being said, it sells off here quite a big amount, comes up, and then you get another first entry, second entry short right there. The only thing with this one is you basically are taking a huge initial risk, and you're really making sure or hoping that you get your 2 points here, or at least scalp for a tick, because you're taking on so much risk. The other thing you can always do is initially enter, wait for the entry bar to close, and then just trail your stop 1 tick above it. So it would have only been a 6 tick stop. That being said, makes a couple legs down here, goes sideways just for a bit, but basically rejecting off the EMA once, twice, 3 times, and then you finally get this big bearish bar to kind of finish off and sell off. And again, it kind of gets this double bottom, pauses, and it makes 1, 2, and 3 legs attempts higher as I saw it. I think this is the next decent trade for the day. As we see, we have a first entry, second entry short failure, and a first entry, second entry long. Again, your bias for today is nothing but short, especially with the big sell-off here. Calling a bottom is going to be virtually impossible. So with this being said, once you see this first entry, second entry long failure, would you go long here? It's debatable. You have almost no room to the high there unless you really want to scalp out for a tick. For 4 ticks. I would wait, and it does pay off here by seeing this big bearish signal bar, basically trapping all the bull traders who thought this was the bottom, and sells off. Then you get another first entry, second entry long failure here. And it's kind of just confirming, it's kind of confirming here that the bulls have been trapped, and of course we're going lower as the sell-off continues. And it makes its nice tight bearish channel on its way down here, and you can draw these in if you like. Goes sideways, again, another pause as I was talking about earlier on. You do get a first entry, second entry short here, but I don't think you can really take this. You're in a trading range, you don't know it's going to keep going lower yet, and you should wait for a lower high or something better. Unfortunately, you just don't get it. Again, huge sell-off, no real potential to get in here. But you do then get this, another first entry, second entry short, but you could also argue for the double bottom reset, so it's just been a first entry. Either way, I kind of see this as the visual two-legged move attempting higher. I know this by the count is a first entry, second entry long failure here on this bar, but visually speaking, once, twice, fails. So I'm kind of counting this as a second entry and or a failed second entry long, depending on how you see it. This one I would have been cautious of. Probably just gone for 6 ticks on this one for the room to the swing low here. You are looking for the break in new low from this downward trend channel, so there could be an argument for that as well, which I think is valid. And especially days like this, put your just runner to break even if you'd like. And we do get a lot of measured moves here. I just didn't draw them because they're going to overfill the chart with so many lines that I didn't want to do it. But anyways, we get a move up here. We get another first entry, second entry long. It fails. Wouldn't necessarily go short on this one and look for more of a confirmation. And then you get it here with this really good signal bar going up, failing. So basically just a lower high and a nice run down below the EMA. As we can see here, we get more than enough for the 2 points. Carrying on here, we get a trend channel down with a break and a couple legs to a new low. And again, I'm pretty sure a little bit of a measured move here, went a little bit lower to the bottom. And again, as you can see, double top, makes a swing low, breaks up, comes up again. And then you kind of get this 1, 2, 3 triple test here. And it is a first entry, second entry short. I think if you saw this one in context and you really knew what you were doing, I think it would be okay to take this one. I'd also like to just see a lower high, and you just get a first entry, second entry long failure. So this one, I think it's worth at least marking as aggressive here and putting it as a triple test basically here. But context-wise, if you know what you're doing and you see the visual two-legged pullback and the first entry, second entry short back to the EMA with plenty of room, that was a decent trade. Move it along here, we get a move down, break, new low, and again, these measured moves are all over the place. Just don't want to clog the chart up so you guys can't see anything. We pause here, and I'll just zoom out here to give you more context with the swing highs and swing lows. We finally get a failure here of a breakout, but before that, you do get a move up, and again, it's this repeat pattern as we saw earlier with the first entry, second entry long, first entry, second entry short failure, trap in the bulls, sells off again. Then you get a hoagie here for another 1, 2, 3 triple test. No real valid setup here or anything, just looking as price action says, and it takes this hoagie pattern, breaks, moves down. You get another first entry, second entry short. No real trade setups here as we're getting into the end of the day. Again, move down, break, and you're just in this khaki bearish trend channel. And you do realize this, so there's not even really that many good signal bars to get in, unfortunately, either. Again, a lot of not good signal bars today which is unfortunate. And maybe you take these kind of bars here on the day, which I saw, which were just full red body bars, no wicks, enter 1 tick below, and continuation of a sell-off. That would be more discretionary, though. And you really got to know what you're doing for that. Carrying along here within the last hour of the day, basically, it's just a trading range. I just don't see much in here. The only one that I saw was valid was this 1, 2, 3 triple test, and then I saw first entry, second entry short, and I would just be looking to scalp just back to the swing low here, and you do have enough room, so I thought that one was quite decent to take. And then we get a little bit of a failed breakout here. It runs up, tries to get higher, kind of traps everyone As we can see, oh, we're pushing higher, and boom, sell-off happens, and you get a leg 1, leg 2, and leg 3 move down here. And there is a first entry, second entry long failure. On bigger context, if you see that, it would have been a hidden second entry short on a lower time frame. Unfortunately, again, a lot of good setups that lead to the pattern that we can take, but it didn't really happen today. After that three-legged move, I mean, there's only 5 minutes left in the chart here, and just basically rallies higher with a bullish broad channel. And now we're a little bit higher at, testing 54.81 on the daily chart. Or just back into this trading range, basically. Anyways, you can see them trapping the bull traders here, selling off, coming back, the usual. That's kind of how I saw it today. And hope you guys enjoy this chart review. Again, I'll probably be busy for the remaining of the week, but feel free to, leave a comment or question in the comment section below, or just email me and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, trying to make as much time as I can for all the messages that I get. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this chart review, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.